20scene Tube episode 5. I mean 5. Yes, 5. Yes, we're doing it. Yeah, you know that. I'm telling you guys, this episode was kind of tough, but you know what? You all are the greatest. So I'm here. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Back for another episode. We got a sick show to talk about tonight. Happened back in January 2020, and yeah, like this is awesome that I got in a couple vocalists to do some interviews there. Got PHILL PAXTON from Sinner and FISK from RAZE, two of my favorite fucking bands. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. It's just like this is gonna be sick. Like so we're gonna have some excerpts from that, some excerpts from those interviews. You can always watch them on the website 20scene.com, and yeah, like we're gonna be doing some other stuff. Okay, there's gonna be some you know errands we're gonna run here, and you know what I'm saying, and deal with some business. But you know, we do have extra special 20scene Tube compilation. Now, if you, in the history of 20scene, when I started getting into videos and stuff like that, we started doing compilation videos, little culture things. So we're gonna do some of that this episode, and so yeah, like we'll deal with that, and we'll take it from there.
America sends bottle caps, Happy Meals, Britney Spears. I collect evidence as it washes ashore. So, they drink cherry cola too. Tampon applicators sucked clean of their color. A toothbrush, bristles matted from the journey over. I imagine a woman alone in her bathroom on the phone to her mother. She pauses mid-brush. Yes, mother,
to date a nice man to prove to myself that all the therapy had worked. I'll admit, I got into it. I had plans for the two of us. I thought we could go for a picnic or skate around the roller rink. A friend told me that irony is over, so I would have been authentically doing those things had I gone. We'd have taken a photo of me smiling and felt proud of how happy he'd made me.
Oh, hello. Next, we're gonna talk about how beer is too expensive, and we're gonna get Lee Fisk's thoughts on such things. What are your thoughts about workers' unions? Like, cause yeah, like go for it.
Yeah. So, Yeah, that's an interesting question. I am not in one. I was in the a workers collective of like Uber drivers in the city. That's my closest thing. And I think that it was like a beautiful thing. I think it, you know, I know you, like work can be very, very alienating, and it can be very like socially, you know, really grind you down. And I think that a great way to fix that is unionizing and fighting for the things that you need. I don't know. I know your friend makes beer prices go high.
Yeah. Oh, no, but you know what? Even he might not have said it in the video, but even he agrees that in some instances unions are definitely needed, and yeah, they do serve a noble purpose. I agree with you on that. Right.
I think they do a very greater good than, and you know what? If it costs me a couple extra bucks for a beer, to know that they, you know, they're having a good time in the, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a. You know what? Like, I'm not a bad tipper myself. I tip generously. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it doesn't. I'm not a. Yeah, like.
I'm going to do here today is I'm going to show you guys the difference in price between union beer and non-union beer and how much you're paying for that union beer. Okay, we got 4 right here. What we're going to do is every time I drink one of these, I want to take the difference in how much this costs and how much a premium union beer costs, and I'm going to put it in this jar. Okay, now I'm going to keep doing this until I have enough money to go and buy myself a whole nother pack of beer. Okay, sit down and take it in. C2, baby. Deal with this union shit, and the reason why I'm doing this, to show people and to show the consumer what's actually going on here. So this case of beer is cheap because the guys who make it are not being paid exorbitant amounts of money every single year, you know, benefits on top of all that stuff. And I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying, if for them to get those benefits and all that type of stuff, they got to charge you an extra $2 on top of your case of beer. What are you really doing? What you're doing is you're buying yourself a case, and you're buying the guy who made the beer for you a case of beer too. Makes no sense to me. Why? You know what I mean? reason why I think there's a whole bunch of hoopla about this bucket beer was the fact that finally people and the consumers have reached a point where they're just not willing to pay $50 for a friggin' case of beer. Now it's not $50, but it's getting right close to that. But you know, the consumer should have options. You know what I mean? If the only way that these unions can provide benefits and the salaries and the option to renegotiate salaries every year is by fauceting the options that consumers have when it comes to buying beer, then how fair of a system really is it? Because at the end of the day, if the only thing propping up the system that they're living under, and quite frankly, I'm not making money like they're making money, is for me to pay extra on my beer, you go fuck yourself. I'll pay $1 for my fucking beer and I'll buy it from the guy who can do it for cheaper. I'm not hating on union beers. It's just the point though. You know, why are you drinking beer at the end of the day? Are you drinking it because it really tastes good? Does it taste like a fucking soda? Does it taste like fruit juice? No, it doesn't taste like fruit juice. It tastes like fucking bread water ass. That's what it tastes like. And if any of y'all started drinking beer and your first one just said, that's good, doubt your story. But with that in mind, why are you paying an extra $2 to sit there with some type of beer that costs literally only $2 more, and it's not going to do anything more for you than the $1 beer? You know, seriously, like, think about it. You're just going to pay extra so you can hold a can that costs more, so everyone else around you can see that? Makes no sense. You can just buy yourself one of these cool beers, 4-pack. On a bucket beer day, they're $4. They're literally $1 a beer.
How much is in here?
Here? Oh, we got $8 in here. Look at that, $8. So even at the inflated $6.25 for this, I can not only go and buy myself another fucking pack of beer, but I can go and get myself a burger at McDonald's too.
This is where I put on my fez and tell you all some poetry. This one's about my tenuous relationship with porno magazines, and it got published in a medical journal. Alright. Comment a dogma. Timely light dictates a flicker. The weary soul motions forward, alone company absent others. Timely actions expand outcomes, a flicker of the midnight candle, the soul by any other name. Who makes it so that anyone might appear suitable for a harbinger of lost cause? Unnaturally, compassion found centerfold, a flame playing tricks over the pages. The blue light can forgive. Unnaturally alone, the heart withholds the images of sudden release, constantly a sight with no other cruelty.
This commercial presentation has been brought to you by Angry Andy 2.0. That's right, I'm the $2 million man with my mechanical upgrades, and I'm here to tell you capitalism is cute. That's why I'm gonna be on the Georgia Fire channel. I'm gonna show him what's up. I'm gonna come back to life. You wanna see my resurrection story? Do you wanna see how I came back to life? Go to YouTube, the Georgia Fire channel.
Misty, we going to the vet? Can we go to the bed now? Please? We're taking this to the bed.
You're a showcat, baby. A star. I'm gonna make you so famous, you won't be able to see the ground. That's the spirit. Don't say anything. You're brave. You're strong. Ah, it's a business. there. Get out of there. Go, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, yes. Be free. Look at you. You made it. This is the big time. The big leagues.
January 28th, 2020. Yes, 20scene.com. Yo, we're doing it. This show was fucking sick. Okay? This show, like I'm telling you, Enforced, Red Death, Sinner, RAZE, 4 just amazing fucking bands. This was a hardcore kid's dream. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was a kid in a candy shop by the end of it. I was like, wow, like, you know, and it was just non-stop. Like first I'm gonna talk about Enforced. You know, they're fucking sick. Like they're from Richmond, Virginia, and they fucking just thrash the fuck out with some serious hardcore, you know, and like, yeah, dude, their album At the Walls, fucking killer album, you know, like check that shit out on Bandcamp, you know. But yeah, these like immediately they opened, I think, and the pit just fucking went wild. People were loving it. And like, yo, if you like heavy music, go check this shit out. Like, I'm not playing with you. Red Death too. Red Death fucking, they got signed after or something, or like before this or some shit. They're not even a fucking band anymore, believe it or not. And they were so fucking amazing. That's what I learned from Phil in the interview. So definitely check that out for more tidbits, more bands, more this, that. You know, check out all the interviews. QKP Media on YouTube. It's all you gotta look up and you can find that shit. You know, but like, yeah, Red Death, they're from DC. They're just exceptional. Like so heavy and like fast. Like, you know, and they just like, their bassist is their front man. Like it's just like so sick. I'm so glad I got to see them before they sort of parted ways. And RAZE, we're gonna get into RAZE, you know, like if you see the interview and you know, like you could definitely check that out. But yeah, RAZE, just some melodic hardcore, man, you know, like just real upbeat, but then like, you know, still sort of brooding, right? You know, like I get a lot of energy from their music, and they have like a lot of vibes that are just like, you know, uplifting and stuff like that, right? Like, and that's good. Like, and it rings true. And Sinner, black metal. You know what I'm saying? Just like heavy, dark, like guttural, and like, oh man, it's just like everything's just so awesome about Sinner. Like I love their guitar parts. They're sort of like just like heavy, like killing it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I can't even describe it. Like it's I compare them to Nile because they have this sort of like melody that just like rings and like and all their tracks, and it's because both guitarists just do a great job. And yeah, like seriously, like they need to be going places, because I want to see more of Sinner. I want to see more of all these bands. The show is fucking rad. 2 thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some extras from the interviews now. We'll do Phil first. We're gonna chat a little bit, and this one's for the 20 scene tube, okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. January 28th, 2020. Fucking awesome show. Solid mix-up of Canadian and American bands. What was the whole experience like? Tell me something I don't know about that show. What? RAZE, Depleted, Red Death, and Sinner.
Yeah, so all the bands that played were obviously super rad. We were super honored to even be asked to play that show. Red Death, I mean, I think they called it quits now, but they were signed to Century Media, and they were making waves with that release that they just released, something Sickness. I can't remember it now, but like they were a super cool band. And so yeah, a friend of mine, Seb Elborn, I believe they go by, they play in a band called Gasm.
Oh.
Gasm, super cool band. They also play in a band called Category 5. I think it's 5. I'm so bad with this. I think it's 519. It's the area code of Montreal.
Yeah, that is 519, I think.
I picked up their merch recently, and they got like a lyric book that comes with it. It's super cool. So shout outs to that band. I want you to listen to that band. Category 519.
Yeah.
Really, like super modern day hardcore beatdown, but they've got like a really cool message behind it. So my friend Seb Alborn asked us to play that show, and we did, and we're again super honored. I don't really have anything else to say other than I think it was a super cold venue. You were there, right?
Yeah.
By the time that people had actually came in and flooded the venue, it actually got warm. But when we first loaded in,
it was freezing.
Freezing, and we were doing. I guess in that case, this was pre-COVID, so like everybody's just huddled shoulder to shoulder, and that's how we kept it warm.
Yeah, dude, that was, I just, like, I don't know, there's something about that, like, red curtain they kept in the background that just, like, and with all the, like, heaviness, and, like, it's just so intense, like, it was one of those, like, I love that venue. January 28th, 2020, this was the show I met you at, you know what I'm saying? Sinner holding it down for Ontario, you guys were Toronto boys, you know what I'm saying, with RAZE, and Force and Red Death from the States. What was that whole experience like? Tell me if there's like something I didn't know about what happened, or like how you guys figured out about the show, that sort of thing. Go.
I mean, it was just a great show. I don't know, because I think that what was beautiful about it was that it was some metal bands with, and we're us being the fish out of water of being a hardcore band, So it's really beautiful when you can play to people that normally wouldn't be there to see you. Like metalheads, but they might enjoy it and they might like it. So that was really nice because we got a warm welcome from a crowd that maybe normally wouldn't have bothered, Yeah. And I guess the other thing is that was like the last show. That was the last show I played before everything shut down. That was, I think that was a lot of people's last shows because it was winter, so shows don't, there's not that many anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Weird one given the context after the fact, but a great show otherwise,
Angry Andy 2.0, the $2 million man. How could you do